Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, July 25th, 2013. In Guyana, the Matthews Ridge plane crash. ASL pays $3 million in medical bills for injured passengers. In Jamaica, government hunts foreign commissioner for Tivoli inquiry. In Dominica, lazy man's budget, says the opposition leader. And in Antigua, new prison wardens begin training. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
The government say it's all about the food. August the 10th. Foreigners welcome to the land of oil dung. Beers and strong rum, girls hot and can done. It's all about the food. Oil Dung Fest, August 10, Lapama, and in the place.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin, and this segment is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. Air Services Limited has paid some $3 million in medical bills for the 12 passengers who were injured in the Matthews Ridge plane crash. A release issued yesterday by ASL stated that all the passengers have been discharged from the hospital. And I quote, "All 12 passengers are now out of hospital. Medical bills paid by ASL so far total approximately $3 million," the release said. ASL has also disbursed approximately $600,000 to cover incidental expenses and transportation costs. ASL staff members have stayed in touch with all 12 passengers. They had meetings with them last Friday and on Monday to discuss claims for compensation, it added. According to the release, Esther Williams of Barometer and Urmila Rajesh of Berbice underwent surgery for fractured facial bones. They were the last two passengers to be discharged from the St. Joseph Mercy Hospital last Saturday. They are scheduled for a follow-up visit today with Dr. Alberto Fernandez. They are staying with relatives in Mocha, EBD, and Enmore, East Coast Demerara, respectively, the release said. Previously, Aloma Massey injury to the right leg, Lloyd Thomas main injuries to right shoulder, wrist and forehead, and Yulan Benjamin hip injury was sent home last Thursday. Dexter Benjamin, who suffered lacerations on the lower right eyelid, was discharged from the Balwant Singh Hospital on Wednesday. The release stated that 5 of the passengers, Naleen Dallon, Wesley Johnson, Troy Henry, Clifton Campbell, and Sheldon Williams, were treated and discharged from Woodlands Hospital on the same day of the crash. A foreigner could be among the commissioners charged with the responsibility of conducting the Tivoli Commission of Inquiry. Justice Minister Mark Golding told reporters yesterday that the United Nations Development Program has been working alongside the government to identify potential commissioners. The UNDP has taken an interest in the Tivoli incident since 2010, when shooting between members of the security forces and thugs in the West Kingston resulted in the deaths of more than 70 persons. The security forces were attempting to execute a warrant of arrest on then Don Christopher Dudus Coke. The United Nations had assisted with resources in the conduct of forensic examination of the materials recovered in the aftermath of the clash. In looking for overseas assistance, the government has embarked on a journey on which the opposition Jamaica Labour Party has indicated it will travel. JLP leader Andrew Holness has said the party, under whose watch the Tivoli incident unfolded, would be seeking the assistance of international experts to prepare its members and residents of the community who might be summoned to testify. However, it remains unclear when the Commission of Inquiry will start. Golding said yesterday that the government is close to finalizing the proposed terms of reference for the inquiry while seeking to identify potential commissioners. The commission, however, will not start until Parliament passes an amendment to the relevant legislation to strengthen the existing law. Opposition leader Hector John has described the 2013 to 2014 national budget as a lazy man's budget. Prime Minister and Finance Minister Roosevelt Skerrit presented the $474.7 million budget during the first meeting of the fourth session of the 8th Parliament on Wednesday. In the budget address, the Prime Minister highlighted three areas for growth: agriculture, tourism, and the construction industry. However, Mr. John noted that all these three areas have contracted and that there is no sign of growth. According to Mr. John, his rebuttal will look at the way forward and propose ways to stimulate growth within the economy. He said they've been hearing talk for 14 years and now it's time action. We need to see action on the ground. Mr. John will present his budget rebuttal in Parliament on Friday from 10 a.m. In Antigua, Minister of National Security Dr. Errol Court has warned a class of 25 prison warden trainees to avoid temptation while on the job, as poor judgment in decision-making could result in immediate dismissal. Speaking at the opening of the 6-week training stint for the recruits, Dr. Court also warned they could face the consequences for breaking the law. In April, 4 prison warders were fired for allegedly bringing illegal substances into the prison and other corrupt acts. Earlier this month, prison officers complained that because of a shortage, they were forced to work double and triple shifts, and many had not yet received overtime pay. Prison officers working at the prison, with the addition, the number will increase to the ideal 90 officers necessary to man the facility. Over the next few weeks, the recruits will be exposed to continuous training within and outside of the prison. The National Security Minister told the trainees that a lot would be demanded and expected of them, and they needed to always be aware and alert. 83 persons applied for the advertised position of prison wardens. 37 were selected to write the exam and sit interviews, while a final 30 were chosen. However, only 25 turned up at the T.N. Kernan School yesterday. Superintendent of Her Majesty's Prison, Percy Adams, urges members of the public who feel any one of the trainees are unfit to become prison officers to contact the Ministry of National Security and Labor or the prison authorities to register their concern. Meanwhile, Dr. Court said the government has been approached by 4 investors interested in financing the construction of a new corrections facility. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. Stay tuned.
Excuse me, if you see me smiling, that's 'cause I'm chilling on Total Caribbean Network. It's your boy Wyclef Jean, man, and I'm chillin', man. Total Caribbean Network. Man, I love their style. Whoa, 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 whoa.